The Nikki Glaser Podcast. The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
Here's Nikki. Hello, here I am. It's the Nikki Glaser Podcast. I'm the problem. It's me. Happy Tuesday. It's beautiful in Los Angeles. I resent it. I just want it to be not nice one of these days, so I can't stay in bed all day. I have a long day, but man, it is. I had a fantasy yesterday that I wish that I got hit by like a air conditioner unit or like a car, and I didn't feel it, but I just woke up in a hospital bed, and they're like, "You can't move for the next 3 months." That was like my fantasy, a whole blown fantasy I had of like, I don't want to feel the pain, but I just want to open my eyes and like be like, the last thing I remember was walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, people are around me and there's like beep. Beep, beep. And like I can see through gauze and someone's feeding me like peaches, and I get to just be in bed for 3 months and have people take care of me. When I got my operation,
we said Mr. Lady 2 days ago. Maybe that's what it caused it. Remember in Adam Sandler's movie? Or no, Ben Stiller. Oh, no. Or is it Adam Sandler? Who gets hit with the air conditioner, falls, and he goes, mister.
Oh, maybe that was Billy Madison.
I feel like it was Billy Madison.
Because his grandma's in a nursing home.
Yeah,
I think
your fingers hurt. Well, your back's gonna hurt because you got. Oh yeah, it's Ben Stiller's role in.
I'm really glad we went down this.
Well, I'm just saying it's probably what caused the dream. That's all.
The air conditioner thing. No, I'm just like thinking of what can make you like incapacitated really fast, where people just. That's what I want is like, I love when people are in car accidents and they wake up and they go, I didn't even remember it, because that's my biggest fear is like being in an accident and going, no, which is what happened when I almost got hit by a car. I go, no. I did get hit by a car and I remember saying, no. But I just wish, I just am exhausted. I'm just like, I just don't know what people who get out of bed every morning and go like, I'm so excited to be awake. What is that like? And what is that like to want kids? Like my friends who want kids, why would you want more responsibility in life? I just don't understand it. I feel so disconnected from my fellow American because I don't want kids. I want things to make my life easier. I don't want to do any more things, but I feel compelled to always say yes to everything because I feel like other people, I'm just jealous of people who don't need sleep as much as I do. Like I slept 8 hours last night and I want more. It's not enough. I canceled a lunch I have today because I need more of a nap today. And I can't even get that nap because I have to be on TV in 2 days and I don't have earrings for it because I left my earrings the other day at this Jimmy Fallon taping and I have to go buy earrings, and that is stressing me out so much to get earrings. I don't know what kind I want. I don't know where to go. Oh, it's just like one of those days. What dumb problems to have, but like that is what is distressing me. I have to do a podcast later and I feel like all their fans hate women and I'm just gonna go on and I don't even know how to act, because if I act myself then they won't like me, and if I try to act the way they want me to then I have to give away a part of myself. It's just like I don't even know what to do. Like I feel like there's no winning. I'm just going to make new enemies. Like no one's going to be one. It's like Trump voters or even Biden voters. Like we're never going to be swayed the other way. They already don't like me. Why am I even going on this podcast? I'm just going to make more enemies.
What time did you go to bed? Did you have spots last night?
No, I didn't have any spots last night.
So you just couldn't fall asleep early. I don't know.
I went to bed at 12 and I woke up at 8.
All right. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, there's no judgment, but it's like trying to get to bed earlier. Why would there be
judgment? I'm saying I went to bed I had 8 hours of sleep, which is what people get. And I'm saying it's still not enough. I'm not saying I didn't get enough sleep.
You want more because
I already
you're
want
stressed.
more when really most people need 6 to 9 hours of sleep. I mean, 8 is actually more sleep than most people get, and it's still not enough for me. What is wrong with me? Why does everyone I know is like, I had 6 hours last night and I'm still going, like there's this like mentality of, as we know, the capitalistic like American mentality of like less sleep, more work. Like if you work more, you're more worthy of love. And like, I don't know. I'm just exhausted by
Some
all
people
of it.
have no choice. They just have to get up and go to their SSDJ, and they just need to keep that SSDJ for now because everything has gone up so much, and they just have to deal with it.
I know, but
My
they
point
still
is
like
that
go out on the
you-
weekends. Like they still go to Halloween parties. Whereas if I had an SSDJ, I would not go to Halloween parties. People still want kids and they have an SSDJ. Like if I had that, which I do have crazy hours that keep me sleepless. Like I'm not going to sleep from Wednesday and get a good night's sleep from Wednesday until Tuesday. Starting tomorrow because of all the travel and all the work I have to do. So I get it, but I don't want kids. Like I'm making choices that don't add more stress to my life, but I wish that I did want kids, if that makes any sense. Why do people want kids when they already are exhausted? All my friends are exhausted and they're still trying to have kids. What's wrong with me?
Nothing.
Well,
They still try to, they still want to make fall pots.
My point is that they
Sounds like you're saying Pol Pots.
that you even on a non-work day stay up till 12 o'clock. A lot of these people are going to bed. You're saying, oh, they're early morning risers. They go to fucking sleep at 10 p.m. 10:30
I'm not kidding you,
p.m.
Andrew. The people most people in America exist on 6 hours of sleep a night, and that is so little sleep. But most people do that regardless of no matter what time they're going to sleep. I'm saying, why do people like to add more stress to their lives? Like my friend, like Anya wants to go. She's someone who likes leisure life. She was is dying to go stay at her parents' house and gut their house and redo it so that they can sell it. She's so excited about the idea of that. And I'm like, why am I not a woman who wants to do stuff like that? I don't want to do any of this stuff. I just can't, I can't.
Yeah, but you fill all your time with other shit. You're not just sitting there idle. If you were someone that goes,
lifestyle.
I don't want to do any of this, and then you don't do anything, and you're just sitting there. And
I don't do anything. I don't do anything. I do a podcast. I sit down and record a podcast, and then I just send files, and then I go lay in bed and I read a book until I fall asleep. Then I wake up. I eat, I get a coffee, and then I go back into bed and read a book until I fall asleep. And then I eventually maybe do something because Chris is like, well, I'm getting off work. Let's go to dinner. So then I go to dinner and I'm still so tired. And then if I have sets, I'll go do them. But I just show up. It's not like I'm I don't know. It's not the same as I want to go have a kid. It's not a choice for me. My sets are an SSDJ. They're not a choice. They have to be done in order for me to make money and make a living. I'm talking about adding other things to your life, like parties, socializing, dinners, fall pots, meal prep, cooking, decorating your house, buying new sconces, buying bed linens, going shopping with your friends, going to buy new earrings, having kids, buying a new car, going to look at real estate, going these are all things that I'm just why? How does anyone have hobbies and add to their life these stressful things? Or go to the zoo with your niece and nephew. Go everything feels like a chore to me. Everything.
What I've
even
noticed
leisure.
As someone that is very similar to you in the sense of if I lost something or if I have to go buy something, I overthink it. Fuck, I got to go to Target. I got to go down the aisle. I got to see people. I got to be around people. I got to find parking. All those thoughts go through my head and then it paralyzes me and then I don't do shit. But lately, somehow, last night, Brenna was I really need tampons and Drano. I don't know if that goes together, but and I was I'll just go. And
that
she's
would be
well,
nice to have a Drano, that kind of thing that you could drink and it would flush all your period out.
Or you just pour it in straight to the source. Yeah. And I was I just went to Target and I realized these things, they take fucking 30 minutes. We put them on a pedestal. They're so easy to do. And we're how can these people do them? Because it's fucking
sorry, that
easy.
doesn't stress me out at all. Going to get Drano and tampons for my girlfriend would not stress me out because that you know where to go. There's one place to get it. Target, Schnucks, Deerbergs, Walgreens. You can get all that there. When I'm getting earrings, it's do I get gold plated? Do I get gold? Do I spend a lot of money on that? Do I go to Forever 21 and just get shitty ones? Do I go to Target and just get shitty ones? Do I order online? Do I order from Poshmark? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when I walk down Montana Avenue in fucking Santa Monica and there's 18 different skin places where I can go and make my skin better so that people like me more. And I just don't, there's 4 different Pilates studios within 5 blocks. Which one do you go to? How does anyone make a choice? Yeah. But I get what you're saying too of just,
You just do it.
Just
you just
doing
pick one.
things.
Just fucking pick one. Don't
I
even
guess
think about
what
it.
your thing is a chore. Your thing is like a thing you have to do. Brenna needs tampons. Brenna, you guys need Drano because you like shit a lot.
Yeah,
But,
in the
like,
shower. Yeah.
Because she's flushing her tampons. Like you guys need these things. I'm talking about when people are like, I want to go like I don't know, landscape my yard. I want a new yard. I want to like my yard to look nice, or I want to redo my kitchen. I don't like this granite countertop.
Yes.
I, in a million years, would never give a fuck about new granite countertop. It would never occur to me. That would require looking at new granite, having an expert come over and having to be like, do you want some water? Oh, the weather outside is nice. All this bullshit small talk. How
Yeah.
long have you been working for this business? They get out their big book. You flip through it. You have to talk to them for like an hour when I would just want to pick out things online and just guess. But like I have a boyfriend like Chris, if we ever got a house, he would want to like go to the store, look at the granite tile, take it back samples, hold them
yoga
up.
mat.
If we don't
Yeah.
like that one, we can go get another one. We like these people that like to be meticulous and choose the right thing, like, and they enjoy that process. I again, it goes back to like Chris being like one time when I told him I wish I liked to travel. He's like, why do you wish that you liked things you don't like? What is that about you? Like, why are you someone who wants? I just don't like the things I don't like, and I like
Well,
the things I do like. I don't wish I liked things
Yeah.
I don't like,
Well,
unless
it
they're
sounds
like
like-
you know working out or something that's going to give you something else. But I want to be normal, I guess.
That's the thing. I think you wish for things that the majority of people are. So then you feel constantly like an outcast because most people
Yeah.
like these things. Yeah, I mean, look at the kitchen. You fix the kitchen, then you can't even go in the kitchen for 9 months. There's people in your house all the time.
I don't understand why
there's
people
plastic.
remodel things.
Yeah,
you have to go
yeah.
live in a hotel because you're redoing your house that you're just going to move out of in 2 years because you're going to have 2 more kids and it's not big enough for us. Like, Chris's
'Cause they
brother
don't
is
feel
like
fulfilled.
thinking about redoing their house, and I'm like, why are you going to do that? You can't even live in your house. You're going to have construction workers. You have plastic on the floor. There's sawdust everywhere. There's constantly trucks in your driveway. Like, why?
Why is this guy
I
in my
would
house
just-
at 5 a.m.? Like, I don't even
I
know
mean,
who
Chris
you
and
are.
I went and looked at a place the other day, and it's perfectly like redone. Like everything's been done. And Chris even finds something that he's like, I would tear that out and redo that. And I'm like, I'm not taking this place then. I don't want to do redo. I want to walk into it's already done. I don't go to a restaurant, and that's why I hate tableside guacamole. I go make it in the kitchen. I don't need to see you do this shit. I don't want to be a part of the process. I don't
Keep
order
those fucking
fajitas.
Yeah. Fajitas.
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
I don't order a salad and want to mix the dressing at my table. I don't want to chop the tomatoes. Like we went to a Greek restaurant on the girls' trip. Remember that, Noah? And the vegetables
Yes.
all came out like gigantic heads of broccoli, heads of cauliflower, an onion that is just a whole onion, and they serve it on this big plate. It's all cooked, but you have to like cut it yourself. And I go, what is this? This is like Chris's dream. It's like a project. like
Well,
it's like a
yesterday
man's
you like
dream. Like
mixing,
Greek food is.
You like mixing appetizers together. That's a start. You like blending.
Well, that's just
those-
pouring it all in a bowl. And if I could buy it
I'm
in a
just giving you
bowl
credit here.
together.
That's a start, though. We're almost there.
I know I'm just bitching about the same things over and over. It's like when I get depressed, I just go into this tunnel of like, what is wrong with me that I don't want these things that other people want? And the
Well, I
kid thing
feel
is
like-
really bothering me because I have literally 2 weeks to freeze my eggs before it's like not gonna work. Like I literally have like 6 months before it's like, this is pointless for you to do. And I just can't imagine. And I talked to someone recently who was like, Nikki, freeze your eggs. She was like, when I was 38, I did not want kids at all. I was positive I didn't want kids. And if you're even on the fence about it, when you get to be 40, like you're going to be mad that you didn't freeze your eggs. And then I talked to another friend who's like, I wish I would have frozen my eggs at 38. And I'm like, but I can't see why I would want to add chaos to my life. I don't
What's the
get
process
it.
of freezing your eggs? Like how?
I don't even know. You have to
intrusive
inject
is it?
your stomach. You have to. I should watch Rosebud
okay.
Baker's story. You have to inject
Yeah.
your stomach. You get fat because your hormones go fucking crazy. You get crazy. You get pimples. Your hair falls out. Probably like. It's probably this long process. Then you have to go. Even 2 doctor's appointments is too much for me. It's like it's so
Maybe
so
a
much
vocal
work.
cord guy can do it. Maybe you do a 2-for-1. Don't you wish like doctors did more? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, why
I
do you need a specialty? Just fucking freeze my eggs and freeze my Vokes. You know what I mean?
Freeze my Vokes, tighten up my puss while you're down there, grab some eggs, throw them in the
drain
cooler.
on my asshole.
Drano my asshole. Fucking. It's just.
No,
I don't know how people
look,
live.
I just feel like people feel stagnant if they're not changing their kitchen, they're just dying. Like, I think it's a lot to do with death.
Yes.
Like, you just feel like,
Yeah.
what is my life if I'm not changing something? Because then I just feel bored, and then it's like nothing's changing, and without change, I'm just dying. And I think that's what it comes down to. But you have so many other things that. That
It might
too,
be like
but that's kind of
like, for
boring.
example, we have carpets in the house, and I found like the listing for where I live, and I realized like these carpets have been here for about 20 years, and the shit that's in them is probably making us have allergies.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like practical stuff too.
Well, that makes sense. That makes
sense.
Yeah.
Or
That
you're
makes
just scared of dying from the stuff in your carpets. No. It does come back to
still
not wanting to
have
die. Yeah. I just like, that's why I don't want to own a home, is because I would not want to deal with, I just want to buy something new
There you go. So
that
that's
is
your
already
preference.
done.
That's fine.
I know, but like, do
normal.
you like the idea of removing those carpets and finding new floors and figuring it out?
I have option
No.
paralysis. There's too many choices. I don't
Too
know
many choices.
who to go to. Like, how do you get your floor redone? I don't want to get ripped off because I don't know anything. And I don't want to start reading about it and learning how to change a floor by hand.
It's so much work.
But I'll
Okay,
get
I'm
to
glad
it
that you
eventually.
don't like it.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
no pressure.
I don't know.
you
I
will.
guess you just hire someone to like do all the shit for you.
Who?
You just go look. I don't know, Jeff.
Yeah.
A guy named Jeff, maybe. I don't know. Have Chris.
Jeff-
If Chris loves doing it, let Chris do it, and just you do your
He
thing.
can
He
start
does
at
his
my
thing.
place.
Next thing you know,
No. Do you know why? Because I want my boyfriend to be present. I want my boyfriend to hang out with me. I don't want him, because I know that when he takes on a job, it is meticulous. It is perfectionism. It is like, it requires all of his effort. I don't want, like, Chris is like, oh, I'll learn how to do this thing for you, and I'll learn how to do that thing for you. He's so helpful. And I'm like, no, I want you to watch Love is Blind with me on the couch. I don't want you to be in the next room taking social media classes. Like, as much as I want you to help me, like, I don't want you to do the work. I just want us to have fun times together. Like, I feel like so much of being a couple is just like, you're both working all the time. And I value, like, just being in bed together and doing a crossword next to each other, or watching, like, the other night he was on his phone, like, making a post, and I was like, I paused Love is Blind. He's like, you can keep it going. And I'm like, no, I need you to be watching this with me. I need you to be reacting to it with me. I don't need, like, I can't stand someone on their phone. Like, and I do it to him all the time. I'm on my phone on the couch, so I'm like one to talk, but like, I can't take it if I don't have his undivided attention for whatever like task we're doing. And I just know that him redoing our floors would take him from me.
yeah, but
If that makes sense.
I hear what you're saying. I think there's a lot of time in the day, though. I think he could still do both. But I get what you're saying. Like, you want
I would want
to separate
instead of
it.
him going to get my tampons, I would want to send a TaskRabbit, because I just don't want him to leave, and I don't want to be alone. Like, I can afford this. So like the other night he was trying to order dinner, and I knew he, like, when he gets hungry, he, you know, as we all do, your choice paralysis. You just like can't decide what you want. And I wanted to start Love is Blind so bad. So I just grabbed my phone while he's looking for his. I pretended like I was doing something else, and I ordered the pizza that I knew he would want. And I go, it's done. And he was like, what? And I was like, your pizza's on its way. It'll be here in 15 minutes. It wasn't there in 15 minutes. I paid extra for it to be expedited. I'm just like, let's just get this done fast. Like, I'm tired of just like toiling over options. Everything is just like it takes so long. Everything just like fast. Like,
I love fast.
Think of how much time you wait to have a new kitchen because you're worried about what tile. And we got to wait for this tile to be flown in from Morocco because I want it to be perfect. Just have your life is short. Just have a kitchen that's functional. Stop waiting for all of these tiles and all these things.
And just
like,
because it's fast doesn't mean the result is bad. Or if the result isn't what you want, isn't because you worked fast. I think people connect, I didn't take enough time, and then that's why I don't like it. But if you take a lot of time, you might not like it too. So it's like, I think
it's
people...
the pot thing. Like, do you make a pot every day that's shitty and decide what you want? And like, make a fast kitchen. If you don't like it, redo it and it'll be fast again. As opposed to toiling over a kitchen that you think is going to be perfect and it takes months and months and months, and then you get it and it's not perfect. Fuck up a couple times with a kitchen that's a little bit faster to put together.
And the saddest part is, after 2 months, you're not even going to notice the countertop at all. I'm
And
sorry.
you're going to start
You're not.
coveting someone else's countertops. You're going to start going, I wish I had those. You're going to start looking through Architectural Digest and be like, we should have gone this way, and you're going to regret it so much more because of all, like when you do something fast and you regret it, you can go, oh, well, that was fast. We can just redo it. I didn't spend that much money. I didn't spend that much time. I'm not going to like punish myself. When I spend a lot of time or money on something and I regret it, it is so much more painful than if I don't. So I think we uncovered something here. Let's take a break and like process all of this and come back with an actual show right after this.
An actual show.
All right, we're back. Okay, so last night, Taylor Swift was on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, what'd she do on there?
Well, she announced that she's probably going to go on tour someday. And I know she can't give us a date yet. Like, it's probably like legally she can't even say anything. But I cannot believe that Jimmy Fallon, who I was with on Thursday for many hours shooting a thing, with Taylor Swift last night. So I was with someone that was like, he breathed the same air as her and me at the same time, which is very exciting to me. And also the other night the night that Midnights got released, I was driving home I was in the Uber looking at the trailer for the series of music videos she has coming out. She has 2 out already. And at the very end, it said like the credits of like who's in them. It said Mike Birbiglia. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was like 4 a.m. in New York time, but I wrote Mike being like, you're in a Taylor Swift video. I'm freaking out, Mike. I'm freaking out. And then he wrote me the next day. He's like, insane. And then as soon as I got up to watch the music video, he calls me and I'm watching his scene as he calls me. And I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I couldn't say anything. I've known since this date. Like I can't. And he didn't give me any like juice or scoop, but he just said she is so talented and really cool.
Because he's friends with Jack Antonoff.
He's friends with Jack Antonoff. Yeah, I think that's probably how it happened.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know. I'm so. I was just glad there wasn't a female stand-up in that ensemble because there was John Early is also a friend of mine. He was in that, and Mike Birbiglia, and then the Charlie's the waitress from Always Sunny, who's married to Charlie Day. Her name's Melissa something or other. She was also in it, but she's not a stand-up. If there would have been a female stand-up that wasn't me in it, which there will be someday, because let me just say, Taylor doesn't care about me. She knows that I exist. She does not want to be friends. I'm too try hard. There's no way that they don't know about me. I'm sure she would have given me a press package of gifts that she sent to other celebrities, but her team is not going to acknowledge me. And I get it. I am such a tryhard. Even though I never tag her in anything, I only do it for the love of the game. I'm not trying to get anything. I was deeply, deeply sad on Friday when I saw someone with less followers than me, way less enthusiasm for Taylor Swift based on what I see on their social media, got a package from Taylor Swift with all this Midnights merch being like, we all stay up at midnight and we all struggle sometimes. I hope you find in this album the strength to release your own midnight sparkle or something like that. I couldn't even read the letter because I was so mad. And Taylor's staying at my house, my friend Taylor, and I was getting alerts that I have packages. So I was like, maybe there's a package. So she was like, I go, can you go check my packages? And she's like, and I go, open them immediately because I don't want to like get upset. I like seriously was like falling into a sadness of like, why can't I think I'm the number one celebrity to Swiftie, me and Brie Larson. And Brie Larson is not as fanatical as I am. I mean, and maybe that's so annoying to her and their team, but like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But Taylor opened the gifts and it was not a Taylor Swift package. You know what it was? It was a package of Taylor Swift shirts I had ordered myself with my own money. So it was Taylor Swift stuff, but it was my own. It was so much of t-shirts that I bought from Poshmark and like eBay. And also, don't worry, Taylor, I did order from your website and I bought your own shirts that is your own merch. But sometimes I just want more than you can even give me. So it's like, I just can't, it really made me sad. I was like, I don't know if I can listen to this album the rest of the day. And then I journaled about it. I talked to Chris about it. Like, I really felt like my friend didn't invite me to her birthday party or something. Like my best friend forgot to send me an invite or, that's how it felt.
I feel like, you
because
know, you
I know
always
they
wanted
know
to meet.
I exist.
Yeah, you wanted to meet Wilco your whole life, like, or whatever. You wanted to meet Dave Matthews. Like, these things happen. It will happen in time.
I've met Taylor.
You will, well, yeah, but you've had closer relationship with Wilco since you've liked him, right? Since you've
You'll
been
meet
a
her
fan
on like
of
a
them.
more professional level. I think.
I'm saying, don't lose hope.
I don't
Don't
even
lose
think
hope.
that. I don't even want to meet her. I don't want to be friends with her because I don't think she wants to be friends with me because I don't even know that if I were her, I'd want to be friends with me. It's too much. There's too much of a pedestal. She'll never live up to it. Like, I wouldn't want to be friends with people who are that fanatical about me. No way. Like, it just would not work. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for you to send me a cardigan. I'm asking for you to send me the gift, like a gift package that the other celebrities get, so I can feel like you see me. Like, keep me as a fan, keep me as a distance. Don't invite me backstage. Don't give me free tickets. I'll always support you, but give me a little nod that you like see me. And this isn't even her. This is her. This is Tree. That her publicist and like the whole team. I'm like, come on, I'm out here, but I get it. I bet they're all like, they are so embarrassed for me. I bet they're all like, she so wants our attention.
Maybe.
But the truth is, Anya was like, because I was crying to Anya about it. I was literally like crying. Like, I just can't believe.
Really?
Kelty got a package and I didn't. Like, it's just not like, it's not even like I need that stuff. I just want to be acknowledged that like, my identity is Taylor Swift. I spent this entire podcast talking about her today, and like I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it right now because it's like I devote so much of my time and so much energy. It's so stupid to cry about this, but it really does upset me that like
go for it.
You know, it's so stupid.
No,
this is the headline is like Nikki Glaser cries because she doesn't get a package from Taylor Swift, but it's like I just
want to be seen.
Well, I don't even want, like, I would be happy for her to not see me if she didn't see other people that care so much less about her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even wanting anything from her. She gives enough. That's why I've always said I don't even want to meet her because it would be too much of an energy suck for her to deal with my emotions. And I need her to save that to make music. Like, I want her to be happy. If I saw her in the street, I wouldn't go up to her and go like, oh my God, I love you so. I wouldn't bother her. Like, I want her to be, someone sent me a clip of her getting bombarded on the street by someone. And I was just like, leave her alone. Like, I was just so, I don't even want to bother her, but it really hurt me. It's so stupid.
I sent you that clip, and the point of the clip was it wasn't her.
Who is Ashley?
I don't know. Some lookalike, I guess.
Oh. Well, I didn't even watch it because it was so annoying to me. I was just like, I didn't watch it. I just heard screaming and I saw a person that kind of vaguely looked like her and I didn't watch it. A bunch of people sent me that and I was just like, stop sending me this. It was like watching a whale being
so why
like
don't you,
people stepping on a whale in like a whale watching thing where I'm just like, leave it alone. Like that's the way I felt about whale sharks when we went out to see them in Cabo. Remember we were like stalking them and annoying them and I was like, I don't even want to get in the water. These are my favorite animals and I don't want to get in the water even though I have a chance to take a picture with them because they don't want to I want them to be peaceful and to live but I do want those whales to send me a gift package. And it's not even the whale, it's their team. It's the little algae that like sucks on them. Those little sharks that go
yeah, the whale didn't even know the package was sent. Yeah,
the whale Taylor Swift doesn't know, but I do think that they think I'm a loser.
I don't think so.
I wanted to play a game. Okay, so Taylor Swift was on Jimmy Fallon last night, and I'm so impressed by this until I think maybe I'll tell you why maybe it's not as impressive as I think, but I also do believe it's impressive. So let's just listen to it real quick, and then I want to play a little game. Okay, so he asked Taylor to name as many cat breeds as she can in like 30 seconds. So listen to this.
Get set, go.
Scottish Fold, Ragdoll, Ragamuffin, Maine Coon, British Shorthair, Exotic Shorthair, American Shorthair, Devon Rex, Cornish Rex, Sphinx Cat, Abyssinian, Persian, Siberian, Burmese, Norwegian Forest Cat, Osicat, Bengal, Bombay Cat, Russian Blue. Is there a British Blue? Munchkin Cat. A black cat, a calico cat, a cat that knocks pens off of desks. No.
Okay. So impressive. I mean, like I didn't even when I saw the clip, I go, what is she even listing? It sounded like racial slurs, British race, like it's. I was like, what's going on here? And then she said Maine Coon, and I remember that was a cat type. So, and I read the caption. That was a lot of cats. I was impressed until I go, oh, they told her they were going to do this beforehand. So she probably looked at a list really quick and like it was off the top.
Definitely
It wasn't like she had that written on her
sure.
hand. Dun 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 dun. Orchestrate. Da, 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 da. But
How many how many dogs?
Do you know how many
name?
times I have
dogs?
pretended? I just want to say there's no shade on Taylor for having looked at a list before she did the thing. But I wanted to play this game with Andrew in 30 seconds. How many? And I'm going to set the clock. Hold on. How many pro?
Or anything golf or no?
No. Wait, what are you talking about? Anything golf? Golf ball, grass, sand, wedge. I mean, that's not.
You stop.
Because I'm trying to find my stopwatch. Okay, here we go. So you're gonna do as many pro golfers as you can, starting now.
Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicholson, Brooks Koepka, Rory McIlroy, Tommy Fleetwood, Xander something, Greg Norman,
I like that guy.
Chichi Rodriguez, Moon, Black Cat.
Bingo.
No,
Okay.
I got more.
And your time is up.
Phil
okay,
Mickelson.
You got 8.
Phil
8.
Mickelson.
Okay, Noah, you have to name as many metal bands as you can in 30 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Amorphous, Black Dahlia Murder, Cannibal Corpse, The Yattering, Vomitory, Queensryche, Judas Priest, Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Sabaton,
12. So, 11.
Dragon
Sorry, you did
Force.
11.
All right, what are you doing? What are you going to do?
I don't know. You
gotta-
guys have to pick it.
And
And these are not all equal. This is just fun.
90s 90s alternative rock bands.
But that's not a thing I know a lot of.
I thought you
How
would.
about rom-coms? Rom-coms.
Okay, rom-coms.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. You've got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle, Picture Perfect, Sweet Home Alabama, 90 Day Fiance. No, that 10 Seconds. The guy that Just Friends, Best Friends. God, I'm trying to Sweet 16. That Candles, 16 Candles. Oh God. Why am I not thinking of anything? I'm thinking of all I can picture is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and I fucking have never even seen that movie.
It just
I
happens.
hate that movie, by the way.
King's Tale.
Oh my God. King's Tale.
That's another
Made
one.
in
with,
Manhattan.
Made in Manhattan. Yeah, I didn't even think. I was trying to think of like
So you got
actresses
you
and
got
then just
9,
go through.
I
I
think.
had like 4. No. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I've never seen the
8
movie.
or
I've
9.
never seen Sweet Home
Yeah.
Alabama. I've never seen 16 going on 30 or whatever that movie is. I don't know. I haven't really seen that many rom-coms. I have like 3 that I love. But have you seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Yeah, I remember I told him that was his, Heath Ledger. I told him that was my favorite movie in person.
Wait,
That's
what?
what I told
that's
him.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, what did you say? Oh, 10
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I bet you
Same-
did tell Heath Ledger that you love How to Lose a Guy
I
in 10
probably
Days.
did.
I bet you
I
did,
probably
and you had
did.
no idea how much you fucked it up.
I was stoned. I was on mushrooms.
Now we know what killed him. Oh my God. 10
How
Things
to
I
Lose
Hate About
My Life
You
in
was
10 days.
so good. All right, let's get to the news. That was fun.
You heard it here first. Yeah, you heard it here first.
Oh boy, it's Tuesday. You know what that means? It's Tuesday. Hope you're having all the swells out there. Apparently we are. Back to Noah in the studio in Phoenix.
Apparently we are.
Phoenix.
Tucson.
Tucson.
All right.
the
Well, Nikki, we're talking a lot about stranger danger, right? A 22-year-old Brooklyn woman who was randomly punched and pushed onto the subway tracks says that she was able to scramble to safety thanks to her experience climbing up on the stage at Gwen Stefani concerts. She says, it's because Gwen's called me on stage so many times. That's why my body knew what to do.
Oh my God. I mean, it's like no bot could have put that sentence together. No, there's no way in which that would ever be. And by the way, what 22-year-old likes Gwen Stefani? I don't feel
that
like
much. Like,
what
how
do you
many
mean a
times has she...
22-year-old in 1999? Gwen Stefani, her last hit was probably when that girl was in middle school. I mean, her last hit was like BANANAS, and that was probably 2011, 2010.
The story's bananas.
That girl was 10 years old. And does Gwen Stefani even tour anymore? Okay,
maybe
I'm
she
so
learned
confused.
young.
And also, if you climb up on stage, don't you get kicked out right away? I love it. Speaking of climbing, there is a man that just climbed a wall to get over a locked gate that I just saw. That was so weird. I just saw a man do exactly what that girl did over a brick wall that's like 10 feet tall, you guys. That is, hello.
Maybe he's training.
No.
He's training.
BB&B.
He's just getting ready.
Here.
I mean, I feel like if she did it young enough, it's like learning how to throw a baseball. Maybe you can like if she like climbed so many stages. I mean, I could only assume that she'd maybe climbed 5 in her life, and that's a lot. That's a lot of stages. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To bring that back, but
I can't believe
you
she
get
was like,
superhuman
this
strength.
Is
though.
my calling. Oh, especially if a train is coming down. But
oh my
I mean,
God.
this is happening so much in New York. On Reddit, and I always see at the NYC subreddits, like someone gets pushed on the train every day. I never hung out by the edge of the train. Like
I would see people hanging out
always
on the yellow. It was wild.
I would always stand like against a pole, or like a beam, so that there was no way for anyone to shove me behind. I would stand with my back flush to it. And I was always aware of my surroundings. If you go to New York, do not be scared of the subway system, but don't be one of those strap hangers that stands on the very cusp because even the wind from the subway itself is sometimes so strong, it could like suck you into it. It's nothing to be really like scared of. If you're a scared person, you're like, oh my God, is the subway system scary? Like, it's not. You'll be okay. But just stand in the middle of the platform. Like, why tempt any crazy person who might be just having a psychotic break just to shove you? Like, Noah, Andrew, did you guys ever stand on the side?
Oh, I mean, I think you become so numb to the fact that this is a moving locomotive, a train in the middle of like the woods. You know when a train comes through and Taylor's probably on it after stealing a sandwich,
stealing sandwich,
but
stick.
It's so scary. Like, it's a fucking train, and that's what's coming. You forget. You become numb to it, so you get so close. Like, I've seen people like their hat gets hit, and they're like. Like they laugh.
I know.
My hat went sideways. It could have been your head. And I've done it. I've
so scary.
I've looked down on my phone and looked up and been like, I'm like in the middle of the train. You know what I mean? Like
from the train. Yes, I've done that before too. But it's like
guilty.
You just gotta remember,
people are so drunk down there. Like, I can't believe there's not more train accidents. And train conductors need they go through trauma therapy because they often like hit people, and it's just so traumatic. And it's a guy got hit a couple weeks ago in Queens. They were waiting on a guy walked briskly past another guy who was on his phone. His phone flew out of his hand because he got bumped, and then the phone went into the tracks. They got into a scuffle. The guy whose phone got knocked by this other guy threw that guy into the train tracks. He never got home that day because he died. And his wife was waiting for him to come home to take her to her dialysis. And so now she's like, I donated to their GoFundMe. I think it's still available to do it, but it was just like the saddest story of just this one guy like over a fucking phone. And he's like, you go down the tracks and get it. And the guy was like, I'm not going down to the tracks to get your phone that I accidentally hit. And the guy just took him and shoved him down into the tracks.
Oh my God.
I know. And a train
you would have
came
thought
and
he'd
just
be
hit
fine
him.
if he just moshed more vomitory. He would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he would have just gone to more Maroon 5 shows.
And moshed so hard. He could have handled it.
I can't believe she cites Gwen
Jesus
Stefani
Christ.
and man, I love now that people are gonna try to climb up on stage and be like, I'm just preparing in case I go to New York and get knocked into the tracks. Why are you preventing that, Fergie?
It's like I had
I'm
to
just
blow
training.
Enrique Iglesias. I'm sorry I cheated, but I just
my
have to be ready
God.
for a plane crash.
Enrique Iglesias like makes out with you if you go on
Yes,
stage.
I
I am
know.
dying to go to one of those concerts. Babe, I'm sorry. I had to. He pulled me on stage. I didn't have a choice. That's like what you do. Drake does that too. Drake will like fuck you on stage.
Only if you're underage.
But only if you're, I know, that was gonna be, I'm glad you said it.
Sorry.
No, I'm glad you said it. I didn't say it. You're the one. Gotcha. Cancel.
Damn it.
Okay, next news story.
All right. There are 6 facial expressions that mean someone is lying.
Oh, wait. That is so weird that you just said this. Hold on. I'm getting a soda out of the refrigerator, but I'm going to still talk. So yesterday on our girls chat, we were talking about how you can tell if someone's lying or not.
Oh.
And
I have your answers.
we sent this to each other, and they were sending like they were sending some of the stuff that they had Googled and found. And because I know this. Wait, where is my drink? 1 second, you guys. I'm sorry.
I think of one is like touching your face.
Well,
Maybe
yeah, touching
not blinking.
But I know that on a lie detector test, if you want to beat it, you clench your asshole the entire time that you're taking it because your sphincter will contract when you lie. And then as soon as you lie, relax your sphincter because the contraction will be then, that you won't be, they will, if they have, because sometimes they have like because your sphincter contracts, maybe it reads on the lie detector machine, but if you're contracted the whole time and then you relax when you're lying, the contraction that you would have gets counteracted by you relaxing. So that's just a tip. So I told Anya, like, if you guys want to, I told my group chat, if you want to really know someone's lying, stick your finger up their asshole, and if it just gets a little tight, you know they're lying about enjoying your finger up their ass.
That has a
Babe,
machine.
do you like this? And I'm like, I know you don't.
You relax so much your asshole at the time. He's like, okay, you told too much of the truth. Like I could tell your asshole.
You just
opened
shit
too
everywhere.
Yeah.
As soon as you're like, I didn't kill my wife. Like all down the chair.
Okay, well, a tight asshole is not on this list. But,
Okay. What are signs that you're lying?
Okay, so Andrew mentioned one, which is looking away, moving the eyes around.
Yes.
Because it means that someone is thinking about their next thought, like they're pondering what to say next.
Oh, okay.
I also feel like when I lie, I'm so ashamed of it. I don't want to make eye contact with the person I'm lying to. If that makes sense. I look away to just be like, I can't look at you. I'm so embarrassed that I'm doing this. But yeah, it could be like searching. What am I going to say next? What am I going to come up with? Okay. What's another thing?
Tighten jaw and forehead. Liars also tend to tense up when they're not being truthful, and this could include tightening the jaw and forehead.
Okay.
Wow. Loosen
I
your
should
face,
lie
tighten
more.
your asshole. This is tough. Two things, like
Yeah.
patting your head and rubbing your stomach.
And then, so loosen your face. That
look
makes
'em
sense.
in
I think
right in
touching
the
your
eye.
face too, touching your hair, fidgeting. Would that be one?
Not in this list. Pursed or dry lips. Lying triggers your body's automatic nervous system. Ends up drying up your lips.
It's so crazy that lying makes us do all of these things. Like, what is it? Because what as cave people, or like, when we were Neanderthals, like, why would lying be something that makes all these things happen? Like it has to be for a reason. And I guess it's for the benefit of other, like if someone's like found a food source and we're like, did you find food over there? And we ask
did,
and they're like,
yes.
no. And they'd say, no, they didn't, because they want it all to themselves. We should be able to tell if they're lying so that we could actually get the food. Maybe it's something like that.
Well, there's a lot of stories of history of like when people came over and with the Indians, they would lie to them, but like they did it in a way where they were believable. Like it was believable that they were actually like the son of God or some shit. I don't know. They would do shit and they wouldn't even have to fight.
That's not enough
over
time for
getting the
evolution
land.
to take. We can't look back at the time of the Native Americans as when, like, for evolution. It's like millions of years.
Oh, okay. I see.
Not
what you're
like
saying.
a couple hundred.
It's in our nervous system.
But I'm saying though that lying.
Andrew's like, we developed the ability to breathe because when we settled our lung capacity, like
When
it
Indians-
takes millions of years.
It's Indians, then they became wolves, and then they became dolphins, and then that was a monkey.
Do you know that we really are bad at telling liars, though? Like, really, really bad at it?
Yeah. Have you ever told
as
a
people,
story? Have you ever done that thing? Was like in a class,
Two
like one
truths
person.
and a lie?
Yeah. It's almost impossible to know.
Well, I was on that show to tell the truth, and you would think it would be so easy. These just normal people who have been coached to tell a lie. These aren't like professional actors. They're just like, you know, random people they found in Burbank trying to pretend like they are a secret ops agent, and you do not know. It's so I was so bad
Here,
at the game, and I'm
watch my face.
pretty
Tell me if I'm
perceptive.
telling the truth. Ready?
Okay. Okay, he's licking his lips a lot.
I have
Ew.
a 12-inch penis. What do you think?
Oh, he's making eye contact. It looks
Thanks,
like he
thanks.
blink.
And
Which
my
is
lips
another
are
thing.
wet. My lips are wet.
That's true. Was your asshole tight?
Oh fuck! I couldn't. I
Or was
tried.
your 12-inch penis wrapped inside it?
My hemorrhoid
Okay,
was
we gotta go to
plugged,
break.
Yeah. All right. What's the other
12
three
inch.
though?
Would you want a 12-inch penis?
Yeah, when my legs are
That's your
sore,
dream.
just
when your
glide
legs are
around,
sore.
pogo stick that bitch.
Like Tigger,
Yeah.
just bouncing on it around town. Okay, we gotta go to break. We'll come back with more after this. All right. It's time for my favorite time of the week. It's Reddit Dump. This is your Reddit Dump. Okay. This one is from Ask Women. It fits the subject that I was going off on in the first part of the show. It said, and this is where they ask women things. Why do you regret having kids? Not in the context of loving your kids, but do you think you'd be happier if you didn't have kids? And one person said, sometimes I look at my children and all I can say is this: I'm sorry that I brought you into this messy world where I teach you the importance of communication, boundaries, and safety, and yet all we hear and see are wars, violence, sadness. I'm also not going to pretend that I don't miss my pre-motherhood life. I do. I miss my freedom, and I'm not ashamed of admitting this. Then I sent this to Anya, and because we were kind of like lamenting, like, I don't think we're going to have kids. Like, we need more messaging, like that's the right thing to do. I can't just rely on Chelsea Handler's Instagram to keep reminding me that being single and not having kids is the best thing, even though hers really does help me. Someone said, everyone always tells me how extroverted I am. I believe that was true until I had children. I realized that I'm actually an extroverted introvert. My husband is an introvert, and before children, it was easy for us to recharge and be alone. Now that kids are in the mix, I'm never alone. I extrovert all day at work and come home to noise and chatter. It's so exhausting. They're good kids. They don't do anything wrong. I just wish they could move out sometimes and come visit regularly instead of living with me. I miss solitude. Oh, that is it. I'm so scared that I'll never be able to just have quiet. And I know people are like, but then your kids go to bed. But then you want to sleep. Like at a time, I want quiet on a time of day where I don't want to sleep. Okay, someone says, because I should have done the trauma healing work before having them. I didn't, so they trigger me all the time, and I have to navigate good enough parenting with dealing with my past issues, which is so hard and takes so much energy. My younger self thought that having kids would fix me. She was right, but not in the way she thought. I think that's pretty good. People said I miss
Putting
sleeping
a lot of pressure
in,
on kids.
being able to do what I want when I want without having them having to worry, being able to dream and adventure. Not that it would have happened before, but ain't no way I'm bicycling through the French countryside now. Someone said, because I was led to believe I was in a partnership, but then proceeded to do 95% of the work. This is why do I regret having kids? Someone said, no, I don't. My only regret is having her at 24. Wish I had waited. Now that I'm in my 40s, I realize 24 is way too young to have kids. Someone said, my 3-year-old... Oh, well, that's too sad. I'm not going to read that. Sometimes I feel like I should have known better than to have a child with an abusive partner. So good reminders that maybe a couple in there where I'm like, well, I don't think I would do that. I wouldn't think a child would fix my life. I don't... If anything, I think I know a child will make my life a lot harder. I guess I don't understand someone thinking a child is going to make their life easier.
Huge expectation to put on a kid.
But people do it all the time, Noah. People say who
know,
are
it's
smart enough to
terrible.
know that kids won't save your relationship, that marriage isn't going to save your relationship, that getting engaged isn't going to save your relationship, that moving in together isn't going to save your relationship, that getting a dog together isn't going to. They still do it because we just think that it will. That like doubling down. I know so many couples that get engaged and then break up right after it. because they did it as a last ditch attempt to like, this will make us work. And of course it doesn't. This next one is ketchup. Oh, it's from Ask Reddit. Ketchup doesn't exist. What sauce do you use to eat fries with?
Oh, easy.
I thought it was pretty good. Really?
Wait,
What do you guys
Barbecue.
choose? Barbecue.
Oh, Noah's gonna
Ketchup
choose.
doesn't
okay.
exist. Okay.
Does not
All right, go ahead.
exist.
Should we do top one,
Noah's
bottom
gonna say
one?
barbecue.
BBQ.
Shit. Honey mustard.
Honey mustard. Okay. Honestly, I used to love dipping them in honey when I would go
Yes.
to McDonald's. A1 sauce is too runny. I want a thicker, gloppier thing. I'm going to go with the dressing at Aladdin Cafe in Lawrence, Kansas. I just want that on everything. Or I want like barbecue sauce though. McDonald's barbecue is probably the number one sauce I'm going to use. But if you're ever
'Cause
in
the
Lawrence,
texture's
Kansas or
hard,
Kansas
yeah.
City, go to Aladdin Cafe and get their Greek salad dressing, and it's it's vinegary, it's like green, it's so good, and I want to put it on everything. Okay. Worst lyrics you've ever heard. This is in the subreddit music, and then people just submitted a bunch. I thought they were funny. This is a Rick Ross lyric. It says, "I put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I went home and enjoyed that. She ain't even know it." Oh shit.
Jesus.
And then this is his apology statement after he was called out. Another Redditor put this. Ross said there had been a misunderstanding and misinterpretation. He said the term rape wasn't used. You know I would never use the term rape in my records. I just wanted to reach out to all the sexy ladies, all the beautiful ladies that had been reaching out to me with the misunderstanding. We don't condone rape, and I'm not with that. Well, good to know.
Wow, that actually makes up for it. Thanks, Rick.
Someone else wrote, just to be clear, I did not use the word rape when describing the rape I committed. Just wanted to be clear about that.
Yeah.
If you don't call it rape, then it's not rape.
You don't label it. He doesn't believe in labels. That's his. I always believe that with Rick.
Did any lyrics come to mind for you guys as I
A
continue
lot of
reading
like
these?
young.
I'd love to.
Remember that one song I played for you about the guy like wanting to bang the young girl, but his parents got in the way all the time?
Young girl, run, girl, you're much too young, girl.
Yes.
Young
Oh,
girl,
yeah.
get out of my mind.
Oh.
Our love is way out of line. Run, girl,
And
you're much too young.
Did you see that guy's apology? He goes, "Look, I don't believe in pedophilia. I didn't say pedophilia. I don't think it's
Wait,
pedophilia."
let me look at the verse lyrics of that because I only
That
know that song
song.
because Bob Saget sang it on Full House because he was dating a younger woman and she broke up with him or he broke up with her and he was like lamenting it. So it goes, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. With all the charms of a woman, you've kept the secret of your youth. You led me to believe you're old enough to give me love, and now it hurts to know the truth.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 young girl, get out of my mind. Okay, beneath your perfume and makeup, you're just a baby in disguise. And though you know that it's wrong to be alone with me, that come on look is in your eyes. So hurry home to your mama. I'm sure she wonders where you are. Get out of here before I have the time to change my mind because I'm afraid we'll go too far.
Oh my god!
And then it just,
and then he
that's
put
the lyrics.
lewds in her bottle. I think. I put lewds in your bottle. It's not what you think, though. Oh my god, dude, that song is so creepy,
Yeah,
dude.
Andrew like told me one day, he was like, I heard this song the other day. Were you at a golf course or
Yeah, I
something?
was
Like,
hitting
you were
golf
like,
balls, and I'm like, this song is a nice old school song. And then I'm like, by the second verse, I couldn't even hit the balls anymore because I was literally like, I was like, is this?
You were like, Nikki, you don't understand this fucking song. And then I was like, wait a second. I think I know that song because Danny Tanner sang it on Full House.
you knew all
He's
the
playing
lyrics.
guitar.
I was like, what the hell?
I almost went to see that guy, by the way, the guy that sang that song. I almost went to go see him with Chris. He's on tour right now with a bunch of
What is
other
it?
guys from like the 1950s. That is Gary Puckett. Gary
Yeah.
Puckett in the Union Gap. There's a lot of songs back there. You want to know a song? The Beatles song.
She was only 17. That one.
Run for Your Life. Oh yeah,
Oh.
that Run for Your Life. The other day I was singing a song on a TV show that's like, I saw him dancing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. He said, can I take you home? And I'm like, well, that's problematic. Okay. So, okay. Well, this is the Beatles song. Well, I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. You better keep your head, little girl, or you won't know where I am. You better run for your life if you can, little girl. Hide your head in the sand, little girl. I catch you with another man. That's the end, little girl. Well, you know that I'm a wicked guy, and I was born with a jealous mind. And I can't spend my whole life trying just to make you toe the line. You better run for your life if you can, little girl. And then it goes, let this be a sermon. Let this be a sermon, honey. I mean everything I've said. Baby, I'm determined and I'd rather see you dead.
Oh my God.
That is a Beatles song, everyone. Insane.
I guess
which
which one wrote it though? Like that's the funny thing. There's four of them.
That's
They're
definitely
like,
a
you
Lennon
pick.
and McCartney. Well, you know, Lennon and McCartney, they agreed the rest of their lives if they ever wrote a song. I think Paul is like, let it go now that John is dead because it's impossible to write a song with him except with a Ouija board. But they agreed when they were in the Beatles that they would split every song they either wrote. Like if John wrote one, it would always be Lennon
Except
and McCartney.
that one. Paul was like, you could have it.
Paul was like, you can please take it. I have a feeling it was Paul Lennon because of the jealous part and how he eventually does that song.
Jealous
I'm just
guy.
a jealous guy.
I love that song.
Love it. It is the most sexual song I've ever heard. A man admitting he's jealous.
I feel like if you went after like Lennon or someone, they'd be like, no, that's just the story of the Big Bad Wolf. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like in songs you could get away with it. Be like, no, that was like
they have gone after him.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's been like post canceled. Yeah, for being a womanizer and like beating. I think he beat Yoko. Maybe he beat his wife before her. Yeah, he definitely roughed up some ladies, but musical genius. Let's excuse it. I'm obviously being facetious, but am I? I don't know.
Cut it.
Okay, so cut it. Canceled. Nikki's a Lennon apologist. Oh, you mean like the whole fucking world? Then there's okay, so in this lyric thing, there's some other good ones that aren't as problematic. They're just like the worst lyrics. And by far, the people who have the worst lyrics, the band that is quoted the most is Train. One of those is "You're so gangster, I'm so thug." You're so gangster, I'm so thug. You remember that song?
Yes.
Another one is "Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. I just a shy guy looking for a two-ply hefty. I didn't know this was lyric. Just a shy guy looking for a two-ply hefty bag to hold my love. He
What?
name drops hefty. Yes.
I feel like
this
these
one's
songs
good.
you could put any words in them. They're so catchy. You could literally do anything.
Yeah.
Like you could literally. I stabbed her in the neck. I'm a fun guy. You're bleeding all over my.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're so lyrically fun. You don't even. You could say anything. It's like.
Well, think about Taylor Swift's new song.
Oh yeah.
Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you jealous that for you it's not? Karma is a cat purring in my lap because it loves me. It's like, that's camp though. Taylor's trying to be silly. Like, if you hate that lyric, you're doing exactly what she wants you to do. Like,
did you see the guy in Italy that he wrote a song and he's like, I'll just make it sound like an American pop song? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best song that has ever been. I played it on the podcast once.
Oh, you did? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, I listen to that song all the time. It's so good. I forget the name of it because it's gibberish. So this guy in Italy, he was so frustrated in like the 70s, 80s that every single Italian pop song that would made the charts was American. And he was like, Italians will listen to anything if it sounds like American. They don't even speak English, but they just love it. So he goes, I'm going to make a song that sounds American, but is not, just to prove it. And of course, the song went #1 immediately, and it is complete gibberish, but it sounds American. And even as an American, someone who speaks English, it sounds to us like, wait, he's got to be saying something, but he's saying nothing. It's almost like it's so good. I don't know. If you just type in Italian song that sounds American, you'll find it.
Yeah.
This one was a good one, and I cannot believe it's true because I remember this lyric and thinking, there's no way he rhymed Kodak with Kodak, but he does. It's Pitbull. Me not working hard? Yeah, right. Picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square. Take a picture of me with a Kodak.
I love that. I respect
Like,
that.
I understand if both were like two different meanings of Kodak, but he's using, and it turns out that he was paid. He was a spokesman for Kodak at the time, and so he was paid to put that in the song twice, I guess. And then there was one about these lyrics. Some of them were making me laugh so hard.
I mean, Crash Into Me is one of the ones where it's like one of my favorite songs ever. And if you really break down, I mean, it's creepy. It's just a creepy guy standing outside the window watching her. I mean,
shots
You
fired,
got
Andrew.
your ball. You've got your chain tied to me tight. Tie me up again.
Who's got the ball?
Who's
no,
got
then
the
it gets
ball
creepy.
in you, my friend, into your heart? Okay.
Beat again.
Sweet like candy to my soul. Sweet you rock and sweet you roll. Lost for you, I'm so lost. For you, for me, come crash into me. Yeah. Touch your
gets
lips
creepy.
just so I know. Oh, in your eyes, love, it glows. So I'm
So
begging you to forgive me for you. And then it's like, hike up your skirt a little more and show your world to me. That is so fucking hot. I can't even stand it. I guess he is peering through the window at one point, but I think he's like almost longing for a girl across the way. Like, I don't know. For me, it didn't come off creep, but I get it. Final thought.
I like that you can
Dave Matthews is not
if you love
canceled.
Dave Matthews so much that you're like, he could literally say like, I put like a tire iron in her ass, and you're like, I think what he means is like, it's like a majestic like ride in the river or something. You know what I mean? Like you could
Don't drink the water is him drugging a woman, and he was telling her not to drink it. And then he went home and took advantage of her, but she chose to drink it. He told her, don't drink the water.
Dude, yeah,
Yep.
that's Dave. That's Dave.
I will say that when I was at the Dave show with Sarah Lena at the Hollywood Bowl, he was talking about a song that he played called Sister. And it's, oh my God, it's like giving me chills just even thinking about it. I have literal goosebump chills. It's a beautiful song called Sister. And I wish besties would listen to it. But he told this story before it. He was talking about like, he gave a little speech about women's right to choose and how we need to support women, and also in Iran with the like women are just so special, and how we just need to look out for them. And he's so sad about like he has daughters, and he said this song when I wrote it, the first time I ever played it, like for my family, we were in the car and my twin daughters were like 2 years old or one or two, babies in the back seat, sitting in their little chairs in the back seat. And he put it on, he put the CD in and played it, because this was like 20 years ago. And he played it. And it's like this beautiful song. And he said, and I turned around and I looked and they were holding hands. And it's called Sisters. And his little two twin daughters. And he was like, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I just feel like we need to do that more. Like we all need to just hold hands more. And then he played the song. And it was like, if you listen to that song with that story, it was just like, Sarah Lee and I were like crying. And we were like, we're sisters. Everyone's sisters. It was just beautiful.
Oh, I love that line when he tells them to hike up their skirts. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's really cool, Nikki. It's really like sweet.
Someone put one of the worst lyrics is thunder, 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 lightning and thunder. Feel the thunder, lightning and thunder, thunder. By the way, I once did a 5K I did a 10K or something, and it was a race, and I listened to that song the whole time, and I got the best time I've ever gotten when I've been running a race.
Serious?
Was the other best time I ever got was I listened to Kesha's Die Young.
Oh, how's that
I don't know
one
if you
go?
know that song.
Yeah, I do.
I forget. Hold on. Let me just pull it up really quick.
We can die
I can
young,
sing.
young, young, young. I think it's just repeating that. I think that helps you.
It's just like, it's like. until we out of mind, stop, getting wild, running like we out of time, doing time. But like, there's just certain songs that are great running songs. But that Thunder song, it was just like, oh, I was so into it. That was probably 2017 is when I did that. Okay. And then I always love the little Yachty lyric that gets brought up a lot. And it says, she blow that dick like a cello, because he didn't know that a cello was not a trumpet. He thought a cello was like a trumpet. And it also says that like there's like 5 people were credited on writing that song, and none of them knew that. I love it. And then let's play that one video, Noah, that you were sent that was about the guy yelling. I like this. This is a girl on TikTok who's like making a video off of someone else's video. So at first you see the guy, and it's one of these motivational guys that like Andrew follows for like a David Goggins type. That's just like,
my secret
do
account,
it, man. You get up and do it.
Oh, I'll go.
And then this girl at the end of it, you'll see the girl does
this guy,
changes it.
This fucking guy, yeah.
Go to the fucking gym.
Go to fucking gym.
Go to the fucking gym.
Wait, does this work on
This
men?
is a girl.
Hold on. Gotta make sure they're listening.
She puts on a mustache like the guy.
Go to fucking therapy.
She just paces
Go
around
to
like the
fucking
guy.
therapy. No, the gym doesn't count. Go to therapy. Did that work?
Yeah, maybe.
I loved it.
There's a nerdy
Because
guy.
you told me you used to like be motivated by those things. Like you said that Shia
Used
LaBeouf
to.
being like,
Yesterday.
do it.
Yesterday.
Work.
This morning.
Really? Those things get you?
There-
do they
there-
work? They really do?
There's a video of that guy going, go to the fucking gym. And then there's a nerd that like clips it back and he goes, you go to the gym.
I do love when people like clip back.
Someone did one with that guy where he spits and it hits him in the face like water, like they do that
And he's
whole
like,
thing.
ah.
I get motivated. I do. But it comes in waves. Like you catch me on a Tuesday morning and I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my
certain
God.
days. Certain days.
So Andrew sent me a thing yesterday because we were talking about how like TikTok videos are fake and how like couples will like coordinate together to like make a fake TikTok. And Andrew sent a perfect example of one. And I just want to play it real quick. And then I want to play something else right after this. Hold on. So this is... Wait, hold on. Sorry. Okay, so it says, I was trying to record a scenic video of me on this... lake to send to my mom. So it's a guy that it says in writing, it says trying to record a scenic video to send to my mother of this beautiful lake. And at the end of it, you'll hear why the video was fucked up and how this is probably...
My asshole hurts from last night.
So it just, the girl is like, you've ever been recording something and then the person next to you starts talking. You're like, you fucked up my video. Like they totally, like I would not have thought that was planned until you sent that. I thought I
didn't know.
that.
You said
And
it was fake. I believed it
I
almost.
thought it was
It's
real.
gotta be fake.
I
It feels
agree.
fake.
I think so too. I think now when I
think it's
listen to
fake?
it, especially then, like her tone at the end felt fake. Like you could almost hear. She goes, "My asshole
It's just like
hurt
who
last
says
night."
my asshole hurts from last night? Like it's just it's such a classic thing that if you were making a video
Yes.
get interrupted by the most inappropriate thing. So last night I did not even show Chris that, by the way, okay? I had not shown Chris that. I was trying to secretly record him as I was watching Love is Blind to put
Yeah.
on my Instagram just because he kept saying funny things and I was like, it's so funny to get a guy's perspective of the show of like what he's commenting on. So I'm recording him. He knows I'm recording him. I don't know that he knows I'm recording him, right? Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Like I don't know that he knows, but he does know. So this is what he did. So I'm on the couch.
Rick, heavy. Remember when you were saying all that racist stuff earlier? Of all the people on this show?
Canceled.
I was like, fuck.
He got you.
Because I was being so secretive and I didn't think he could, because he kept catching me and then there were times when he didn't. And so I really was sneaking that one. It was like 15 minutes after the last time I tried. I thought he was relaxed. He wasn't going to catch me. And then he just busts out, remember all the racist things you were saying? It completely ruins my video. It was so funny.
And I bet for a second you were like, "Did I say anything bad?" maybe.
No, there wasn't even a second. I was just like, I know what you're doing, but it was really, really funny. Okay, that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Thanks for listening to my tirade at the top of the show. I feel better getting that off my chest. I feel better. I am going to go take a nap and still dread this podcast I have to do later today where I think everyone hates me. But you know what? That's life. And no, I'm not going to say it because then people will go on it and go, we love you. And then they'll really get a lot of hate because it's too positive. But you'll see. I'll promote it in some way if it goes well. Thank you guys for listening. Don't be cool. And Jack McBrayer.
Pride.